All right, folks, let's get this party started. Yeah, I've just been moving things around here all morning, trying to kind of get the garage or the arcade in shape to get this stream started. Hopefully it won't be as chaotic as the Mandalorian stream where I basically didn't have a clue what I was doing. So this is basically my second unboxing stream from Raccoon City Pinball. I'm going to try to keep an eye on the chat. I see that MF Pinball and Rucko is in there already. Thank you for hanging out. And hopefully, so this will be a really long stream, right? I'm going to unbox the game. I'm going to put in some mods and stuff, and wax the play field and do all sorts of things, right? So it will probably run until I think like 5-6 p.m. is probably the more realistic number I have. It's also a little bit dependent on what's going to happen, if there's any snags, if something doesn't work as planned and I have to switch kind of script or agenda, so to speak. It might be shorter, might be longer, right? The battery is also limited in my wireless mic, and that also sets the clock, right? So it runs usually for like somewhere around 3 hours, right? So 3 hours in, I will hopefully have the streaming rig over the game, and we'll switch over to my other equipment essentially. So with that said, there will be probably people watching this afterwards, and but if you're live in the chat, just ask questions. It did not come stock with a Scorebit. I don't know. Yeah, you probably saw my post. I had a Scorebit sticker, but it wasn't a sticker. It was one of those clingy things, right? So I posted in one of the Stern Pinball enthusiast clubs. So I put like a little clingy, it barely clings, right? And also for the other people paying attention to all the little hidden Scorebit promotions that I do, when we streamed the Godzilla Premium from Lynn's Arcade, I basically replaced the insider connected barcode with a link to Scorebit in that little promo picture. So I do silly things like that all the time for you, Brian. All right. But yeah, we're going to put in the Scorebit. We also I have like a network adapter and all that good stuff that you need to get this platform connected. And I have tested it in my Mandalorian. Works great, so I'm not anticipating any other issues. And there hasn't been any recent Godzilla update that I know of. And that is also one thing that I'm going to do while I'm setting this up, and that is connect the game to Scorebit Insider, Stern Insider, whatever, and get the software update to the game over the air. I've heard that it's like slow as hell, and we're all going to endure that pain together here. And so let's. Yeah, this is my second cup of coffee, and I have not quite woken up yet. But let's dig in here. The thing is, I don't have a dedicated wingman to run around with the camera, so the camera is sort of mobile, so I can kind of like move it around a little bit. I'm going to do a little flyby on the once the cab is kind of up and standing. I'll kind of do some close-ups and such to show the shiny foil that I've paid $2 extra for on the side of the cab. All right, let's get started here. Wow, there's an insider connected sticker on top as well, so we need a Scorebit sticker for that too. This box was pretty squished here. Somebody's been standing on it or something, but I'm sure it's fine. Yeah, there's not a single dent. It's all good. Yeah, I don't have a good plan where to put all the rubble. But I'm going to throw it over there for now. All right. right, so we see that, yeah, so what I usually do is just like I cut the front open here, so I kind of get like a little landing. And I'm very precious about my garage floor as well, right? It's all shiny. I put in it was the first thing I put in when I moved in here, so I don't want it scratched out, which I've already done, by the way. I should have put a new blade in this. Also, a very important note here is that this is game 374, so there's no doubts about that. So I have three machines now that have 374 in the LE number. Wow, look at that. Look at that wood, that looks really something. Oh man. All right, so one classic mistake I've almost done a few times, and that is just like cut this green ribbon, and don't do that because the back box will just flip back. So what you want to do at this stage is put the legs on. The legs are in these little boxes here. I'm a little bit bummed that they couldn't be more creative with the trim on the LE, so I will basically have a Mandalorian and a Godzilla next to each other with essentially the same trim. Okay, so this have a little bit of a sparkle in it. The Mandalorian does not have a sparkle in it because that is sort of supposed to look like, I want to say unobtainium, but it's called Beskar. I don't know if you can actually see, let's see if we can get a zoom in here. Yeah, you can kind of see it, right? There's a bit of a shiny sparkle thing there, yeah. Yeah, at that moment I realized that would be funny, yeah. Let me see here. Yeah, I'm just feeling the back of the back box here. No, there's no dent there, so panels are probably all right. All right, just gonna get rid of some trash. I'm gonna do a bit of a trash run afterwards. I've got the more stuff out of here. So what you want to do now, let me do a experimental kind of flyby here with the camera. I want to kind of get comfortable with moving this thing around. I have a little handy thing here where I can unlatch the camera and walk around with it a little bit. I need to flip the screen, of course. And so what you want to do here now is kind of like loosen these bolts here and put the legs on the front legs, and then tilt the machine forward. What you also can see here is that they have, so these are made of plastic, the brackets here, right? I don't know why they've done that. They're supposed to be metal. I don't know when they switched, so I'm gonna try to replace those with metal brackets as well. All right, there we go. Back. Hope you didn't get seasick there, me moving around with the camera. All right, sip of coffee. There's also another thing here that, let me see, where's my washers? I went to Home Depot last night to get some washers, but I got the wrong size, I think. So I'm going to see if I can thread them on. And there's a thing, another pet peeve of mine is that the leg levelers will, I need to flip back the screen here so I can see what's in frame and whatnot. Here we go. So you see there's little, like, you have basically coating here, right? And there's no protection. So what happens is, like, when you tighten the leg nuts, what happens is that you will wear off here, and you will find around your game that the paint has kind of like flaked off because you've tightened the leg nuts. And that's not very pretty. It happened on my Stranger Things. I just found these like little coats of paint around the legs, and I didn't understand what it was, and that was exactly what it was. I don't think you need to be especially worried about the black ones, because they're just standard black ones. Let me see if I can. Yeah, it kind of works. Yeah, so this washer is like super tight, but it will definitely help. Right, I'm gonna, yeah, so let's do this on the front leg. The leg levelers I always put all the way down for the front ones and all the way up on the back ones and kind of work from there. It is a beautiful sparkle. I do have pictures of the original delivery. There was a, so the funny thing is that, true story, I didn't actually see the game. So there was basically the driver from Estes. He called me when he was out in Hollister, like, yeah, it's like 30 odd miles from here. And he just told me, yeah, your pinball machine is all banged up, right? He called me from the truck, and I don't think you want it. And I was just, well, can you just send me some pictures and yada yada. And he did, and yeah, and I said, yeah, I'm not going to accept that. And then he sent me some more pictures of like the serial number and all that, so I could get the return started. But so the original game did not actually show up on my driveway. So the guy who was supposed to be delivering, he said like, yeah, I don't want that game. So there is a picture. I can see if I can dig it up. I have Firefox configured. Yeah, let me do that for you folks. Let me switch over here. It's on my Instagram somewhere, I believe. Yeah, let me switch over to Firefox here. And that was, oh no, I don't want to log in. Stop it. Oh shit. All right. Sorry about that. No, not that one. That one. Yeah, so go to my Instagram. You'll find it there 2 months ago. All right, where did my washers go? Did I lose them? Yeah, and look at me trying to multitask here. It's just completely on there, right here. Yeah, if somebody finds the direct link to the chat, paste it in chat. Where is it also? It might be on Twitter. No, it's not on Twitter. So we had a fun little annual championship yesterday at Lynn's Arcade, the annual MFP championship. It's an annual tournament without any whoppers. You're playing for glory and putting your initials on the pretty awesome trophy that they have. And that was fun. I don't know where I ended up at the end of the day, but I guess I got that split 8th position or something like that. John Tracy got to put his initials on it. And I don't know if that might have been his second initial. All right, so we have the front legs now. Let's do something else for a while. I'm pretty sure I got my 5/8 wrench here. No. Like the only thing I actually need for the next hour is not here. And the thing is, I sat with it in my hand somewhere. And it might actually be that it didn't even make it down here because I was using it upstairs. Oh, here it is. Oh, I don't know if they put Loctite on this thing. It's really tight for some reason. Yeah, I don't know if that was before or after, to be honest. Let me see if I can pull it up on my phone and do a. Yeah, the thing is, it's just you can just see like there's a bite in the back box panel. Oh man, there's a lot of trash on there. Oh, there it is. Yeah, so it's on November 9th, 2021. Let me see if I can just copy that and paste it in chat. There we go. There you got the picture. It's a little. The thing is that the bite itself wasn't like super bad, and you could easily, for that particular damage, you could just replace the side panels on the back box. Which wouldn't be very difficult, but the thing is, I had no idea how bad of that impact actually was, right? In terms of, like something else could have been twisted, like the hinges on the back box or something like that, or it could be some dents that I couldn't see, right? So it was too much of a risk to take it, because there was like a significant impact. And the hole in the box was big enough to essentially be like a forklift that has just like come around a corner and just could have basically knocked the whole box over, to be honest. All right, now I got my first leg bolts there. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to remove the. I have metal brackets here, like hard stuff. Will keep the game a bit more stable. I don't know what's the deal with all this plastic. It was the same on the Alien. It was also plastic brackets. They were even worse though. They were like almost like made of rubber or something. So let me see if I can get a screwdriver out here. Don't mind my face in the camera. And the screw holes are sort of compatible with the metal ones, so you don't have to do like new holes or anything like that. They're good enough. And that said, I've just used the metal piece of metal to make a plastic template. Yeah, the driver has probably made a few deliveries before, so he was sort of aware of what it was. I think that particular guy had been in my house. I think it was the same crew that delivered the Mandalorian. They were really nice. So it could have been him. Yeah, so I see a glimpse of the foil that they printed on. It kind of looks a little bit neat. Side art is the one thing on a pinball machine that it's just completely wasted on everyone. Oh, I see my mic is on the way out here, okay. So if I'm kind of disappearing, just tell me, because that means that the mic is going sideways. Right, I need to fix this. Sorry. All right, there we go. Have a sip of coffee while I'm here. Yeah, I have not seen this type of wood pattern. To me, it almost looks like it's been damaged by by water, and they've just like sanded it down, because it kind of has like that green weird. I mean, if you start sanding in a 90s, 80s kind of Bally stern, old classic stern, this is kind of what the wood starts to look like when you get the paint off, or if it has been like exposed to moisture. That's what the wood looks like. But I'm not a wood expert, so I wouldn't know. But it has like a very green, yellowish kind of tint to it. Let's see what else is in the chat there. Yeah, I don't know what they're trying to achieve. I mean, the thing is, obviously, it's cheaper. It's probably the same function as whatever as the metal ones. What happened here now? It's just a... That's weird, that screw was all flat. Yeah, nothing's perfect in this world. That's odd. The fit was not as good on this side as it was on the other side. Oh, look at that. My decal is coming off already. Like a little bubble in it. Oh, no, I got a streak there. Crap. Yeah. Don't buy new pinball machines. Yeah, so I've been telling myself now, this is my last new game. I'm not going to buy new games anymore. This is it now. Yeah, put that one there. Never say never. Yeah, exactly. Should never say never, but yeah, I'm more like, I kind of like old school pinball more. I've kind of learned about myself that a game that has a couple of shots, a couple of modes, like a 3-bullet strategy to blow it up, that is sort of, that's more my jam. Oh shit, no, I almost tore my Godzilla t-shirt, which is a bit, like, it's one size too small, it feels like. What do you think about the fit, boys? Oh, look at that, what an idiot I am. I didn't even fucking align it. Jesus. Yeah, this is odd. So the holes were not aligned on this one. That is really odd. Or can it be aligned? That's the question. Yeah, sort of. Oh, that's really odd. The leg brackets on the inside or the outside? They probably made some shortcuts on the inside as well. I wouldn't be surprised. Oh, that one is not. Oh, why isn't it not taking? Oh, now it's taking. Yeah, one thing I forgot to do on this leg is basically when you put the legs in, it's important that you kind of hold it so imagine you have weight on the game, right? So you just want to push it up basically. Because otherwise the game will do that by itself over time and it gets wobbly. And I was wrenching the wrong way. Yeah, so there's a stamp on this underneath here that says QA accepted October 7th, 2021. So this game has not been stood up for a long time. All right, are we ready to pull this out? I think we are. Let me just do a few things here. Still need to get rid of the cardboard here. So one thing I was contemplating is that if I should have music running during a stream like that, because usually it's just me walking around here being flustered and working on things for hours. I don't know if it gets boring to just hang around. But finding a DMCA-free playlist that kind of falls into my taste is very difficult. All right, so what I did here now, I have a little motorcycle lift that I use for a lot of things. I'm just going to show you what it looks like. It's right there. And what I do is I slide that in on the back of the game, and then I can just like lift it up and it will hold the game for me while I'll put the legs on the back. And it's like super heavy, super sturdy. Weighs a ton. I'm just gonna pull this cardboard out. All right, my shit pile is starting to pile up. I also have little foam pads to put underneath the feet so they slide a little bit better. If I can remember what I put those. Probably not. All right, I'm gonna have to use the big ones. 1 second. See, these little things I put on the floor here is just to allow me to slide the game on the floor with the feet on the ground, which makes it simpler to, because when you level the game on its back, it's going to slide in the front. Oh, something was loose in the game. Did you hear that? What could that be? All right, we're almost out of the box. Let me get you a more exciting angle here. And I also need to get rid of the box here. It's easier to work with if you just like cut all the sides off. There's no dings and no dents. Another thing I've actually asked them for, see if anyone did anything. I sent Keith Elwin a message. I sent Zombie Yeti a message to scribble something underneath my playfield. None of them replied, obviously, because I don't know them. All right. But it would be a fun little surprise. Oh, the coin box back in the... Yeah, that would be funny. Yeah, so far I can't see any like dings and damages on it. It kind of looks... Yeah, looks... Yeah, dusty. And I can see my watermelon listed in there as well. All right, I'm just going to slide it forward here a little bit. Get the box out of the place. Oh man, this is just a sea of crap at the moment. All right. So let's get this show on the road. I'm just gonna replace the legs. Let me see if I can find a different angle that would be more fun. Since I'm working in the back there. Yeah, let me test something here. Dun, dun, dun. I have like a mobile sort of stand for the camera. Let me see if I can use that. Clip that on. Oops, miss. Yeah, this is what happens when you don't have a dedicated camera crew to do this for you. There we go. So I'm just going to put this here. My alien is going to have to play. I'm going to have to be a stand for a while here. There we go, right? That will work. Yeah, a little bit wobbly, but I think it will work. Yeah, I don't think it's going to go anywhere. All right. If it somersaults, it will somersault. The watermelon connection is that if you look at Godzilla, how Zombie Yeti interpreted Godzilla, it looks like a goddamn watermelon. So with that said, I'm gonna go get my interpretation of Godzilla. Let me get out of the room here for a second. Now we're going to play with dolls on the stream. So this is my favorite. This is something I won out of it. Let me see if I can get him or her into the camera. So this is my interpretation of Godzilla. It's black, pissed. If you look at that green chunker that is in the back of the game here, he's green and he looks like a fucking donkey. Is that centered enough for me? Yeah. Yeah, so we all have a different interpretation how we want Godzilla to look like. But yeah, sure, that Godzilla I showed you, that was from the recent movies, but I think that is the interpretation I would prefer, to be honest. But yeah, it doesn't really matter. I mean, the movies that I grew up with are the 70s ones, and he's definitely not green. We can all agree on that. But then, if we look at the comics, the Godzilla comics, sure, he's green. I have artwork in my office where that artist also interpreted Godzilla as green, but then you have like King, what is his name? Ghidorah. And Mothra, they're also green, right? So that is just like his interpretation of the monsters. But yeah. I also have another Godzilla figure that I like a lot, but that is currently used for, it's Joe's jewelry hanger. So that will be a little bit difficult to get down here and show. And I also got another one from Mr. Carmichael. I don't know exactly which era that one is from. I think that is more appropriate to the era that this game actually represents. And it's over there actually. Let me pull that out. If you hear a loud banging noise, it's just me falling over on everything I put here. Yeah, okay, so this... Okay, so this one will please Game Time Television, I'm sure. Because this is that, it has the chunker, the fat look, pretty much the same as the ones that is in the game, but it's basically just a black version of it. Let's see if we can get that in there, right? And the arms are like more like proper arms. Yeah, so this kind of looks more like this could be a man in a suit, basically. Yeah, and it also comes with a long tail. This is supposed to be a replacement for the watermelon Godzilla that's in there now. I'm not sure I'm going to bother putting it in because everything else is green. Why can't just that thing be green as well, right? I mean, at the end of the day. Okay, I'm getting difficulties moving around in here now for sure. Yeah, so the TNA, they have their own TNA down at Lynn's Arcade. It's actually, I think it's Phil Pretty's, if I remember correctly. I can't recall. MF Pinball should know whose TNA it is. Yeah, I'm sure they will circle it back in there. The thing is, I'm not as psyched as I should be because I already played the Pro, I already played the Premium, and I wish this game was supposed to be here back in early November, essentially. It's 2 months old. But I had to return it because there was damage done to the back box. And I need more coffee. There we go. And my wife actually gave me some cookies. Let me have a cookie as well while we're chatting away here. I should actually focus on getting the game up, but I can have a chat as well while we do that. Yeah, so right now I'm not like fazed by it. I mean, obviously it's a new game and in the arcade, and you can kind of get some new, find some new depth in the game because it's your own and all that. You get to play it a lot, and I like that. I really like. I like the fact that I can play this on my own terms now. And learn a, this is my first Elvin game, by the way. And learning his little quirks with everything. I have not played his games a lot at all, to be honest. And it's a bit unfortunate. I like Jurassic Park a lot. It's a really awesome game. And I'm actually renting a Jurassic Park later this year. That is going to be fucking dope. So I'm really looking forward to that. All right, for the folks tuning into the stream here, I'm replacing, so Stern has chosen to go with plastic brackets for the legs, and I prefer metal, so that's why. And that's what you're seeing now. Yeah, so it's pretty dope that they got a Iron Maiden down at Linz Arcade at the moment. It got there a couple of days ago. And it's beautiful. It plays like it came out of the box. And it's going to be there for 6 months. So if you want to play Iron Maiden, if you want to play an Iron Maiden, that is just absolutely amazing. Plays really good. You should visit them and yeah, you should pay them a visit. I don't like streaming music games because you get so much weird shit and dealings with Twitch and YouTube and all that jazz because you don't own the you don't own the music. Yeah, so these come from my metal brackets. I'm pretty sure I bought like a set of for all my games back for Pinball Life a while back, and for some reason that didn't all get replaced. And these are my last spare ones now, so I'm gonna need to check up on those Mantis one. Yeah, so the thing with the T-molding, I've seen a few games where they replace the T-molding, and it really makes the back box pop. I can imagine that on a few different titles where it would look pretty amazing. So, well, on this one they actually have matching T-molding. I don't know if that's a world first or something. Yeah, because I'm looking at my Stranger Things and Mandalorian there, it's just black. Yeah, it's really weird. I didn't put silver on Mandalorian, but yeah. I guess it kind of depends on how keen the designer is on sticking his nose in details like that. I guess it's not like super important for some people. There we go. So I'm also putting an extra set of washers on the leg levelers to not chip the paint. Yeah, I haven't worked that much with T-molding, but I can't imagine that it's very difficult to replace. It's getting really hot in here already. Need to open the door. Dum, 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 dum. Yeah, it's very handy to have this little motorcycle lift for the folks who are wondering what it is. Yeah, it comes down pretty small, but the thing is you need to store it on the floor because it weighs like 200 pounds or something. I mean, it's super heavy. Yeah, I used to do the whole ceremony with like lifting the game up, putting it on your knee, and kind of like scuffling around, and it's just didn't work out very well. Getting old. Oh, why won't this go in now then? Oh, right, it is going in. There we go. Needed some help. And hold the leg up to make sure it's in the position where the game wants it to be. All right, that was it. I'm just gonna put some rubber feet. I have these like urethane cups. Actually, there's two different ones here that I put on the to protect the floor and prevent the game from sliding. That's one style, and the other style is this one. And this comes from Pinball Life, I believe. The other ones are from Marco's. I don't know why I have two different types here, but I prefer the Pinball Life one because it fits snugger around the leveler. Oh, my idiots. I was just like, what happened? Why is the leg still in the air? And I hadn't extended the leg bolt. Oh. That was just, what happening? The game is flying. All right, I'm gonna cheat with my knee now. There we go. Oh no, I forgot to put the washer on. Oh, snore. Yeah, I can't do two things at a time. Ah, the washer is here. What's an IC scanner? Oh, the insider connector scanner. Yeah, I'm not part of that lingo yet. I'm not part of the cool club. I'm just part of the Scorebit club. Oh, there we go. Now I have legs on both sides. Right? Yeah, looks good. And now it's safe to cut the strap around the game so you can lift the back box up. I usually save these that kind of hold the strap around the game because they're really good when you transport games to protect the edges, and you can put them on the back box when you fold it down over the side rails to protect them. It's very good, very handy. I thought I was going to do a little flyby of the game here to kind of show off the really cool side art we've got going on here. I did forget to get my light mounted on the camera, but I can probably do that pretty quickly. So you can see the sparkle and the shimmer. Yeah, I'm a little bit, got my ass in your camera at the moment. Let me see if I can get the angle up here a little bit for you. So you see what I'm doing. All right. What you want to do here in this stage, because you need to fasten the back box in the back with two little, oh, check me out. I got a piece of paper squeezed in between there. Amateur. And I'm gonna have to come out at some point, not today. So the keys are zip tied to the plunger. Oh, for the folks who missed it, you need to go check out my masterful plunge. Oh, look at that! I actually got the coin box in place. So the coin box contains usually like your power cord and your balls and nuts and things. I wish you could recycle these. I don't use them. The keys that go to the back box, the etiquette is to hang them in the coin door, so you know where they are. Yeah, so what you got here is basically, yeah, it's a power cord and a zip bag. Plumb bob fell out. There's the balls, but what I'm looking for is the bolts for the back box here. Yeah, here we go. Oh, they're actually regular bolts there. I thought they were Allen keys, but no. So I'm just going to put them back here. Put the other stuff here. Power cord is going back there at one point. All right, let's lift it up. Yeah, the back box actually stands pretty firm by itself there. but you don't want to have it there while you're playing. The fit is very poor. I can't find the thread. This one better. Yeah, there I got some grip. It says, attention, install 2 bolts securely. Yeah, I wish they would have done that at the factory because this won't go in. Let me see if I can force it. I think it's a 5/16 or something weird like that, right? 9/16. I mean, no. Is it a 5/8? Ah. All right, just snug enough. All right, there's more crap here. We have Gary on the glass here telling me how to clean my SPI glass. And there is a little QR code you can scan there. Feel so privileged to be thanked by Gary Stern himself. That's going in the trash. I'm also a collector of these labels. I have a bunch of them. There's also a advisory setup mode, printed December 18th. Setup mode on system code version 222 or higher. What game is that? Oh, 2019 it says. All right. Yeah, it's just some basic setup steps there. I don't really need that at the moment. All right. Yeah, there's definitely an SPI glass on there. I'm just fetching my light here so I can attach it to. Damn! I just made a big trap for myself there, walking around stuff. So I just want to demonstrate the foil here and see if we can actually see the foil effect. Let me see. Hope this one is charged. It is, yeah. Right, we got some more crap here. So let me see if I can get some swooping footage here. So what happens here is that the Mecha Godzilla is sort of like printed with some like sort of translucent paint, right? So the foil that's in the, you can see the foil like completely raw here, and then it kind of fades in a little bit paint, and that gives you a little bit of a shimmer effect. I guess the Mothra has similar sort of characteristics. What else did I see? Yeah, so you can see like on this tram or what it is here, has a little bit of an outline. Watermelon Lizard here has a silver outline. His, what do you call them, fins on the back. little bit of a shimmer in them as well. So I think John Tracy called them like Pokemon foil or something. And there's also some on the front here. The eyes of the Mecha Godzilla has the foil there, and same with the eyes on Godzilla. I kind of like that they have different artwork on both sides, on the different sides here. So it's you have Godzilla in front here. Mecha Godzilla is more prominent, and you also have the, what did they call them? The Cillians, or whatever. Right, it's pretty neat. I mean, the artwork is pretty stunning. All right, so I haven't removed my certificate of me owning a watermelon machine yet. Oh, what a mess. Let me just put this down. Can't put that down. Okay, so I'm just gonna have to try to work with who needs the certificate anyway. I wonder if anyone, like, when they buy an LE, is just like, oh, where is the certificate authentic? Need to call Gary. Yeah, that was some nasty tape they they used for the certificate there. There was just, so now I got glue remains on the back glass. Back glass is a mirror back glass. It's like got beautiful outlines and looks pretty neat. My favorite back glass is the premium. Somehow I always end up liking the premium artwork more than anything. So, and we also see the label here. Let me just unpeel that and say, oh, what does it say there? Oh, 374. Look at that. Well, how lucky am I? Overall, the game is pretty dusty. I don't know if you can see. It's just like sawdust everywhere. Yeah, and the playfield, everybody's kind of seen that for it's nothing new for anyone, but yeah, you can kind of see the dorky, if you look at the dorky little lizard in the back here, right? I mean, it's just like the saddest excuse of a toy in a pinball machine ever. I mean, I'm just like, what the hell, what are you thinking? But yeah, that's what it is. All right, that's Godzilla LE for you. I'm just going to put you up here again. All right, so let's see if there's any. Yeah, look at the sexy floor. That's exactly right. The extra plastic, yes. So they always staple a bag, a little. Oh, let me just put this light out. I don't need it at the moment. So there we go. Ooh, it's really front heavy now. Yeah, so there's like the official goodie bag is stapled in the back here. I'll pull it out when I open it up. So I guess this sort of concludes the whole unboxing thing. The only thing you have to do at this point is just like put the balls in, put the power on, and start flipping. The thing is that I'm going to do a few other things here. What I'm going to do next is like replace the power supply fan. I'm going to put in the score bit and wire that up. So that's going to be a lot of work going on in the back box. I did not receive. I was also going to put in the Pinmonk fan kit, but somehow he's pretty backed up, so he couldn't get it here on time. But that's something I'm going to put in later on. And I'm also going to change the rubbers. Yes, so that's another thing. I was kind of contemplating how much work it is to replace all the rubbers. There are not a lot of. Yeah, it should be fairly simple. It's mainly around in the lower playfield area. There's just metal and stand-ups in the back here. Yeah, right, cool. I am going to need a little bio brake. That coffee sure was delicious. And I'm going into, yeah, I'll let you look at, you can have a look at the play field while I'm away. Yeah, I think that's a good idea. And if you have anything else you want me to do a close-up of, or some other thing you want to visually inspect or have my general opinion on, feel free to ask any questions you might have. Yeah, so I'm going to use oops, I just need to do it like that. So you can look at that for a minute. I'll be back shortly. I'm actually going to mute you guys, or mute me. So, all right, be back in 5.